Okay. Thank you for watching. If you happen to be logging on live or if you're just watching it at a later date and time, if you are here in benevolence and sincerity, truth, then I appreciate you for watching. This is a collective read. It's a karmic read, and it is pertaining to the theft and the betrayals in the collective's lives at the hands of family members, and their love and collective's lovers or past lovers and so forth. Okay, so the leading energy was trickster, then we had child magical, and then we have addict. Okay, so the trickster in the shadow form, it's manipulating others through duplicity. So these are people who have been stealing from collectives. Okay, they have been copying and pasting, essentially duplicating everything that the collective has been doing in secret, and simultaneously been trying to shut them down and claim that they're false and so forth, right? Now, I have to say it, if you are a social media content creator and this is what it's pertaining to for you, then it's the name of the game, right? In 2025, the name of the game, is technology, and all one has to have is a little bit of knowledge about copying and pasting, downloading and uploading, and there you go. Okay, it's very common on TikTok. I mean, and it's not just for me, it is extremely common. And I've seen this with various content creators. They may not even know. I didn't even know, because what they do is they'll block your account so that you're not able to go back and view that. Okay, so that's kind of some of their little strategies there. And these people are addicts, okay? They feel like work in terms of building something organically and authentically. In a lot of these people's mind, the efforts that they're putting in to steal people's shit, that is work, okay? In the shallow aspect of child magical, you have pessimism, depression, disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth, okay? With trickster and duplicity, manipulation leading, it's, again, these are people who don't want to cultivate and develop. They just want to steal, and then the object or the individuals in which they're stealing from, then they simultaneously attempt to block and hinder and curse and twist the story. Addict, again, these people are addicted to dark magic, they're addicted to stealing, they're addicted to interfering, they're definitely addicted to causing harsh, painful endings to the collective. They're addicted to betraying the collective, okay? It says compromises integrity, most definitely. Allowing an addictive pattern to have authority, okay? Oddly enough, these are people who want to be teachers and gurus. Oddly enough, these are people who are claiming to be of God, okay? But they have this addictive behavior. They stole from you, collective. If you are the legit collective here, with the Weaver, rediscovery and transition, these people decided to get together and take something that was left to most of you. Okay, if this is about passed on loved ones who've left stuff to you, them and the rest of the family and other people decided to do that with their saved ass. Oh, the fun I get to have on YouTube with their saved ass, okay? With a soul saved and delivered self, and they soul guru teacher, the shiznit, family of liars and thieves and whores, family of betrayers. Ten of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Another 10. So this is telling me this has been multiple. To get to the 10 in the tarot, this ain't no one isolated violation. This has been cycles upon cycles. For some of you, 20 years, at least. At least. where these people have been meddling, at least, and where maybe people were passing on and leaving shit to you unbeknownst to you. Okay? Greedy ass. And you know, it's amazing. See, that's the reason right there. Collective. Huh? You ain't crazy. You know your people, boy. I shouldn't even say your people, but you know your blood. And you know they skank. You know their stench. Whether you wanted it to be true or not, the truth is you know it though. Okay? So the storyteller, viewpoints, and control. These people have been trying to control the narrative of your life. They said that you were a storyteller, but they were the storytellers. They were the trickster. You ascended into, it says transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Yeah. You transcended that. Huh? And that's what they've been copying, baby, because they stale as fuck. Okay. And the child magical, you have learned to see potential and the sacred beauty in all things and the belief that anything is possible. This is something that's ingrained in you. Okay, they're in the other side. They want to steal that from you. See, this is what narcs do, by the way. They want to embody the essence. They don't, it's weird. All I'm going to say about that is it's the strangest phenomenon ever. They don't know how, they don't want to, they just want to steal. It's weird to me. Anyway, so I have the 10 of Cups coming in the reverse. These are the ones that have been dedicated to taking from you, wanting to cause you emotional pain, emotional loss. It says divine feminine is building towards true happiness. They hate that. And then as you all have been doing that, it's becoming more clear that these are people who are addicts who have a problem with it. Because the more you go, the more you continue this journey and path, and you're taking your power. And it's like you're showing up to be a force to be reckoned with, right? And so it pushed these people into more of their addictive patterns of, I'm going to stalk all of their videos. I am going to report all of their videos. I am going to, it's an obsession. It's an obsession. It's the saddest thing about these people in the world. So the truth is coming out about it. They are going through karma. They try to, whoever this collective is for, they try to make it seem like the things that were happening to you that they were doing to the collective was some kind of wrath of God or karma. But some truths are starting to come out about some of the disgusting things that these people have done. Okay? And now they are getting some karma. And there are some people that are starting to understand that, hey, this is happening because we have been doing this fucked up shit. Period. It's our turn. It has come. The day has come. It has caught up with us. This is happening. Okay? Vengeance is going into reverse. So there are some people who don't want nothing to do with it or pulling out, because there are some people that are realizing you are not executing vengeance. People are getting karma. It's funny how it's like vengeance. Well, vengeance for what? Considering you didn't do nothing wrong. So you say. So you say. The truth of the matter is you know you did. And since you know you did, then you think that's what's happening. They were stealing from the collective's business. You can be a pre-empress, okay? Your business ideas, your creativity, they don't have any. So they copy. And they hire, what makes me bothered by these, they hire young minds. And to hide their identity, they'll use their children, they'll use their children's friends, they'll use young adults, they'll use people who are easily manipulated and controlled, okay, to do so. It says divine feminine has supportive energy surrounding her. They don't like the fact that you do. They didn't want people to support your business, but they wanted your business creativity. They didn't want people to invest in you, but they went to Hollywood and some numbnuts You know what I'm saying? That's just go, you know, just swallowing shit, right? Yeah. So I know, collective, this has been something that has been annoying, right? Because you've been stolen from, you've had inheritances and things gifted to you that all these crazy people hijacked, and yet and still with their greed, that's not enough. See, this is going to continue to be proven with all their greed and their addiction and their obsession to causing the problem for you. Because see, this ain't even about necessarily you getting what they stole. It's the fact that you can co-create with minimal means, meager means, right, in your life. And this is something that they can't seem to let go of. This is why they're harassing you. This is why they're stalking you. This is why they're reporting your videos. This is why they're doing rituals. It's because they can't handle that, in spite of the fact that they have betrayed, hijacked, stolen money, your creativity, in spite of that, that you can still be independent, move on, and build on your own. They want the story to be that you can't. And these people got serious mental problems. Serious. This is serious mental personality disorders here. Because who's addicted to that? Who behaves that way? People who are abusers and people with severe personality disorders. There was a 7 of Swords with a masculine that was in love with the feminine and wanted to marry a feminine. These people are addicted with the collective's love lives. They're addicted with stealing, trying to block that, fucking their dudes. You know what I'm saying? These are some sick horrors. These men are, you know, they wanted you to be with cheaters and addicted to stealing your energy and people that's just, you know, it's strange, yo. I don't know what to say. All right, let's get some more on this, huh? 10 of Swords, family of liars and thieves. The Weaver. What's going on with these mofos? What's happening? These are betrayers that pretend to be filled with all those on Papa God. These are betrayers pretending to be teachers and gurus. These are betrayers to pretend to be pillars of society. Fake philanthropist. How you philanthroping with somebody's money you stole? You're a thief. You're donating to the Make-A-Wish Foundation with some shit that belonged to the motherfucker that's the population of the Make-A-Wish. Dumbass. Yeah, 3 of Cups. It's 3+ people that's been doing this. And you already know it. So they are celebrating. These people be celebrating at causing harsh, painful endings for you. Now, here's where I want to pause. What I find fascinating is that they report and say you're mean and hateful and cruel, right? Because you're going to express how you feel about their disgusting ass. Okay? And you ain't going to sugarcoat it. And you're glad if they get what justice should provide for them. But the fascinating thing is they can see their own disgusting ways, their own disgusting behavior, their own cruelty. And things are only cruel when it pertains to them. Okay? Yeah, so they celebrated at being able to cause endings for you, being able to weave loss for you. It says there was a masculine that had codependent toxic dynamics with his family. So this is, again, people that was using these karmic families in these situations. Divine Feminine's karmic family, as well as these masculines' toxic family dynamics. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Why is the Three of Cups here? What's happening? The entities that they have summoned are angry. Eight of Wands. Yeah, because, yeah, these are people who are conjuring entities and deities, and they practice some weird dark shit that they pretend to not do, that they projected onto the collective, and these entities are now mad at them. The message is becoming clear here. They're getting hit. Okay, these entities are angry. It says entities they summoned are angry with them. Ooh, child. Seven of Swords is going in reverse. Child. Ten of Cups. These people coming against the collective's happiness with the storyteller viewpoint and control, trying to control the story and the narrative. What's happening with these people? Yeah. Six of Pentacles. Divine Feminine attracts, manifesting reciprocal connections. Okay, so what's happening is this is also about getting back what you have put out there. These people have been taking from you. They were breadcrumbing you. They didn't want you to have fairness. They didn't give you your fair share in something. Some people are going to realize this on a deathbed, that their lives could have went down some kind of road because they refused to give the collective their fair share of something. That's a choice. We're all making choices. They kept investing in trying to make sure that the collective did not get their fair share of something, whether that is just people who want to invest in your business, relationships, whatever that may be here. Yeah, I told you, all those who have teamed up against Divine Feminine are going down. That's what's happening to them. So again, I have another 3. There are 3+ people who are going down right now that have teamed up, and instead of them going to that much needed doctor's appointment to get examination and studied, they are piling on. Instead of saying, hey, this is it. This is it. This is happening. Okay? This is happening to us because of what we took. What we took. What we've done. What we continue to do. Because we lied. Because we're thieves. Because, you know, for some of you, this is workspace shit. You know, they keep following you and hoovering you around, you know what I'm saying, to stop your career, to stop your money flow. And so that, yeah, to stop your business, right? Child. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Then we got the Knight of Cups here. Attempted, I cannot see what this is. Yeah, these people are lying. Attempted to poison you. They wanted to stop people from coming in and making something right with you. They're fake. 4 Swords, yeah. Divine Feminine ex-lovers is hating on Divine Feminine too. LOL, shaking my head. Child. These are people who keep scouting for Divine Feminine's exes. Oh, shit. I have a King of Swords, mother issues. Leaving the baggage. Now, with the Vengeance going into the reverse, somebody is pulling out. Okay, somebody is pulling out. These could be people that are upset with you, collective, because you left the baggage behind. You didn't seek vengeance, and maybe people are starting to see it. It's like you simply left. Listen, the collective simply left. I'm going to say this again. In most cases, how this applies to the collective in situations where there was toxic family, toxic friends, exes, whatever. Okay, these situations where it seems like collective just left the building, right? That's essentially what happened. That's it. But these folks had to create something different, leaving all the baggage behind while you left. Okay? The truth is, they had nothing to do with vengeance. The truth is, you were going on to create balance for yourself in your life. You ain't stupid. You is, you know, you don't got on the helmet. You know, it's like, okay, I don't want this to be true about this, but this is the truth about this. Okay? I need to accept and assess this for what it is and make a call. I need my ease of mind, my health and well-being in the pursuit of my life and dreams and happiness. And as long as I continue to deal with these people, I'm at harm's way. My children's at harm's way. They're going to keep trying to disrupt shit, so I must leave. These are people who were anger problems, angry, volatile. So this is why they've attempted to do all these things. Well, I'm gonna fuck up your business then, or I'm gonna fuck your family members, and I'm gonna stalk you and hoover around you, and I'm gonna, you know, wooty wooty woo. Ciao. Oh, I'm missing something. I need to get, before I get, yeah, it's your North Node. See, this is why. But this is going to be the final messages for you. But this is why. The North Node, okay? Fulfillment, purpose, maturing. And you are fruition, North Star, process, development, practice, beacon, blossoming. Okay? And this is what you started to become. And with all the obstacles, with all of the spell work, with all of the theft, with all of the lies, with all of the tricks, with all of the schemes, this is still you. Pow, North Node, they can't fuck with it. They can't fuck with it. And the more they fucking with it, the more they getting them knocks from more episode trying to hit me and her. Okay? It is what it is. Can't help those no more than them. Okay? But let me get this, shit. How they going? Huh? How you doing? Child, let me tell you something. I just saw the justice card. Yeah. Shit. Huh? Woo, they get a karma. And you are bringing balance and justice. You are co-creating. You know, you're finding your way. Your team is supporting you to do so. And it's just, that's the way it's going to always be. It's just going to always be like that. Okay? Let's get a little bit more her. We're going to get what kind of hell ass whooping they receiving at this time. What kind of ass whooping they getting? All right, team. These tricksters and these addicts. 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 against the collective? What kind of karmic retribution are they getting? Because I know they are, because they on my videos on TikTok. That's how I be knowing the shit going down. When they be incessantly, constantly coming on there and reporting, that's when I know. I'm like, yeah, that's it gives me the signal that the heat must be on. Because if they were otherwise happy, see, this is what I've learned. Even though it's annoying, it's also kind of cool. It's annoying, but for the collective, it's like, well, let it be. Look at it from a different view. You must be hitting the nerve, and it must mean that they are getting some kind of karma. Because I promise you, when they're in their temporary, momentarily empty, shallow victories, when they're in that, chances are you're getting less people reporting your videos. Less. You're still getting it, but it's less because they won. They are on top of the world. They accomplished what they're wanting to accomplish. So it must mean this reading is vindicated here. It's validated. Okay. So what's the karmic retribution that these people are getting right now, especially those that have been continually stalking and reporting videos? What's some of their karmic retribution that they're experiencing in the now moment? These tricksters and these addicts. Ooh, I saw divorce. What's up with the divorce? Who's married? Because why the divorce card keep coming out? Oof. Okay, so we have pop up. Somebody is popping up. Confession. And then discarded. Triggered. Soulmate. Child. So they got a surprise, unexpected visit that has triggered them. Somebody has confessed. There has been a confession. And this is some of their karma, you all. There has been some confession. Somebody told somebody something about them popping up. Okay. Soulmate, similar friendship. Could be a friend. Discarding, throwing out. This is some of the karma. They could be being discarded because they popped up. What is this unexpected surprise visit? The pop-up. What's the unexpected surprise visit? What's the unexpected surprise visit? What's the unexpected surprise visit? Adore, admire, enchantment. Wish. Interesting. Oh, somebody popped up and either could have confessed who they love. They could have, why is that vacation hideaway? Lord have mercy. Archangel Michael is in the reverse. There's no protection. This is a karma. They're losing protection. There could have been a fight. What's going on with these energies? What kind of karmic retribution are they getting? These tricksters and these addicts. Somebody is seeing who's the real motherfucker. I saw trickster from this deck in the reverse. It's starting to become more clear of who was the trickster energy. Because once again, these are the people who projected the falsehood onto the collective. And people bought it. Pampering. So they're getting karma for stealing from collective and many others just so that they can pamper themselves and to stop the collective from being able to treat themselves and take care of yourself. They're getting karma for trying to stop you from being able to take care of yourself. And again, the only energies that operate like that, this is lunacy. That is psychosis. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what no one says, with their titles or their beliefs. Trying to stop people from being able, like willfully, intentionally, for no reason other than the fact that that particular person wants nothing to do with you and is speaking the truth about whatever disruptive and abusive behavior you cause them, and insecurity and jealousy and the needing to win at all costs. That's psychosis. That's a severe mental illness, undiagnosed. It's like people, listen, collective, you all have dealt with situations in your life where people didn't want to pamper you, okay? But on top of that, they didn't want you to be able to pamper yourself. And that's a problem. So in other words, they just wanted you to eternally suffer. Right? That's some sick, twisted shit. Not only did they not want to protect you or want you to pamper yourself, want to pamper you, they didn't want you to be able to do it for yourself. Child. Somebody confessed something, intuition here. Somebody followed their intuition. You followed your intuition, collective, because you knew you were not safe. You knew people was doing shit to you. Somebody could have popped up, and so they're getting karma, realizing like, I should have followed my intuition. I should have followed my intuition, because somebody got, yeah, this motherfucker will do anything. What's happening? Why is pampering as a, powerless is coming in the reverse? Okay. Somebody took back their power. You took back your power, collective. And this is catapulting karma. You started taking care of yourself, and throughout all the stuff, though you were being hit, though you were being attacked, though you had people who didn't want to stand up for you or protect you, though you took your power back. This is somebody who's, again, these social media motherfuckers trying to make you jealous. You don't care. You start blocking people. Yeah, secrets. Yeah. So some secrets came out. It says deceitful, misleading, don't want you to know, scared for you to find out. So people are starting to realize that folks are trying to end y'all and do the shit to you too, because they're scared for people to find out. And they feel like they have to somehow try to silence you and try to ruin you and try to block, because they're afraid of people knowing these secrets. Unsure, indecisive. The confusion, whatever this confusion they caused here, starting over in the reverse to keep somebody stuck and trapped in a situation, or to try to keep you stuck and trapped. Oops. A mystery lover. I told you, and it came out. The trickster, have trickster there, and then the trickster came out in the reverse. People are starting to see, the karma is that the trickster is being seen, and you are being seen. Okay, these people are trying to act like they were innocent, and they were not. The truth of the matter is that you were the real motherfucker. Child, let me move these out the way. Show off in the reverse, trickster, secrets. I'm gonna keep secrets out. And we're gonna get some tarot on the final messages pertaining to them, their karma, and then we're gonna get what's happening for you without, you know what I'm saying? I'm not giving the collective's readings in terms of what's coming for you and towards you and all that stuff. I'm just giving like the energy that you're embodying, that you can bank on, your support, stuff like that, okay? I ain't saying, oh, so you with this one and you dating this one and you finna, I ain't doing none of that. Not for a while, not for a good while. Okay. So we're gonna have secrets. I'm gonna clarify that. Let me move these out the way. And then we're gonna get the collective's good shit here. Not what's happening, just your embodiment, your energetic support, your strength. We're not gonna tell your business collected. We're gonna make them work for it. We're gonna make them work for it. Okay, boom. Yeah, I guess I didn't let that dry enough. I really thought. I mean, I did it earlier yesterday. I painted this. I really thought it would be dry by now. They're losing control over their lives. They have the Chariot coming in the reverse. Cancer energy. They could be having car trouble or travel issues or just simply losing control. That's their lead. Losing control. Yeah. This could be King of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. They're losing loyalty. They could have had an altercation. They could have lost a vehicle or having travel or vehicle issues or just a sense of control or direction in their life. They could be losing control over a man. I do have Knight of Wands going into the reverse with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse because they could be being found out. Somebody's getting cheated on. They could also be being let go of. Somebody could be realizing like this person wasn't worth investing in. They are disloyal. And a whore. Yeah. They're being burned at the stake here for, you know, causing such disloyalty in the collective's lives, for projecting their hold'em, for lying and saying that you all mess with people and when in fact they're the ones that was fucking with your people, and yeah, to slow you down. Yeah, for burning you at the stake and shit here. Now their asses is being burned at the... Clarify secrets specifically. What's happening to them? Karmic whoop ass with these secrets here. Deceitful, misleading, don't want you to know, scared. Nine of Cups. Okay, so either they're losing their wish fulfillment, they could be getting drunk. Blocked. Their wish fulfillment is being blocked with the Seven of Wands. People could be blocking them, seeing them as selfish, greedy. Three of Pentacles, their work life could be being blocked. People could be blocking them, no longer wanting to work with them because of the choice they made. This is definitely workspace shit. Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Ace of Cups. Seven of Pentacles, because of what they were investing in. Now they're worried because these people were investing in having people to do shit to you at work or to steal from you. Now they're crying. Why is this coming out as retribution? Strength. Four of Pentacles is in the reverse. They were forced to let something go. They did not want to let something go. These people kept at their shit. They were stubborn. They did shit to the collective because the collective's strength and because of the collective, you know, going on a journey of self-love and being able to go find work and wish fulfillment, you know, and stuff like that on their own. And because people loved them, and so they're getting some kind of, they're burdened. Because I got the Four of Pentacles, it's over. They have to let something go. Four of Pentacles is coming in reverse. So people, they're losing their power and control over people. The collective could be kind and generous and strong people with their time and energy here. And these people aren't. And they wanted to have control over you for their own gain. They wanted to hold on to your energy. They wanted you just for selfishness, just to take. And yeah, Four of Pentacles reverse. People are letting some of these folks go. They're letting them go. And for some of you, this is a karma for refusing to let something go. Because they should have just let you go. Because again, most of the collective, as this pertains to the collective, all these situations, you walked away. That was your wrong. You walked away and you spoke the truth. That was your wrong. You all see, the pettiness didn't come in. That's their game. You had no interest in really discussing people's personal life choices in terms of, you know, what kind of lifestyle they want to live. They like, you know, living the, you know, polyamorous or open relationships or, you know, drugs, sex, drugs, rock and roll. Your thing was really never that. Like, people have a right to their life. That's how the collective feel, whether you agree with it or not. And so you really didn't have any interest in so-called trying to expose the fact that people live those lifestyles, right? You simply walked away and you spoke the truth about what people had done to you. That was your wrong. That's it. You walked away and you spoke the truth about what people did to you. Their issues have always been trying to so-called exploit and expose people's lifestyle that they can't even handle their own lifestyles being exposed. Collective don't even care. Y'all ain't on that. You all wanted to live and speak your truth and heal out loud and live your journey. And hey, this is my experience. I don't give a fuck if they like sex, drugs, rock and roll, polyamorous, bitch. That ain't really my problem. If they're an atheist, a Buddhist, a fucking Muslim, none of that is really my damn business. But what they did to me and my children, their behavior and their conduct, I have full right to speak on. Okay? And that's what, yeah. 10 of Pentacles, you told the truth about people stealing from you. You told the truth about people putting insurance policies on you and putting hits out on you and paying, doing shit and paying people like, hey, do this and I'll give you a cut of this, and do this and I'll give you a cut of that. You told the truth about this kind of toxic family curses pertaining to money. This money hungry, greedy, but we saved and sanctified and we're all white, bitch. And you know what I'm saying? But low key, we criminals and shit. We think we're better than, but we don't have no business even thinking we're better than, but we do. And we don't, because we're insecure, but we put on that persona. Like, yeah, you told the truth. People are walking away. That's why they're reporting your videos out of this world. Let me get a pull on that. The one who reported the video. Aries. This was foolish, Aries. The Wheel of Fortune is going in reverse. That secret, I saw it. Give me is getting exposed. That's what that is. The one who be pushing the button, just give us what their karma is. Because they mad. If they was on top of the world, if they was still feeling that, they'll be too busy somewhere bragging about that. Being super braggadocious. Okay, give me their karma team on a collective scale. The social media content creators in the collective reading, and they have people that's amping up the stalking and the reporting because it's getting thick. We're hitting a nerve, and shit is finally starting to bud in terms of them getting what the fuck, just the beginning stages of what they actually deserve. What's happening? What's the karma they're getting, which is pissing them off, which is why they're pushing the button. It's pissing them off, even if they pretend to not be pissed off. What kind of karma they're getting, which is why they're pushing the button. What's happening that they're displeased about in their lives? That is why they're pushing the button and finding a reason. Oh, unoriginal content. You're unoriginal. They're unoriginal collective. Trickster asses. Well, that's their lead. That's their leading energy. Got whole profiles and platforms still on people's shit. Got the nerve to be reporting some shit. Ace of Wands. Okay. So they're mad about what? Because I'm asking, why are they mad? Ace of Wands, High Priestess. So why would they be mad about that? Justice, they're getting a karma for a secret, or High Priestess. What? Okay, Ace of Wands. Why are they mad about an Ace of Wands? In a normal read, that's a good, we like new beginnings, okay? We like, it's also sexual energy, but why are they upset? Aries, Leo, Sag here. Why are they upset about the Ace of Wands as something that's happening with them? Why are they upset? Why are they mad? Oh, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Did somebody break up with them, or it's a codependency? Queen of Pentacles. Who is this? Oh, they're mad at you. Collective. What's mad? Okay, because I said, well, why are they mad? And why is this time? What are they mad at? What are they mad at? That's what I asked. What are they mad at? So with the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, this is the collective then. And the Queen of Pentacles, they're mad because you still are somehow getting some brand new beginning. Maybe they know it because of They could have got a reading. I don't know, because we did have the High Priestess. Passion in the beginning, or did somebody tell them something and break up, bitch? Like, why are these people upset? Which is why they pushed the button. Ooh, I got patients that hit the floor. Sagittarian energy in the reverse. They are frustrated and they are irritated that how developed you are, or that you're mastering something, or they could have went on a new beginning and took a job of yours or was doing work on you, and it turns out they're frustrated with it. They're irritated with it. See, it don't always pay to covet some shit, because sometimes we'll covet some shit and we'll do all sorts of shit to get into it, only to discover, like, man, this shit crazy, nigga. I don't even want this. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, and it's like, well, damn, I did all this and I don't want to do this shit, and this shit crazy. And now I gotta pay, man. Yeah. There's fighting. They're experiencing chaos and conflicts right now. 5 of Wands, their business. Because people are starting to see something about how they get these new beginnings of theirs. How, you know, what their business was actually built upon, if they have a business. Queen of Cups. Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Cups here? They're upset with Emperor in the reverse. So there's the narc energy. And 10 of Wands. They're burdened by the fact that they can't control you. They can't control your life. These are people who feel entitled to do so. Yeah, 8 of Wands. Messages, travel. They may feel like they have to work too hard. Maybe your growth has been accelerated here. Maybe they're losing things quickly and the news is spreading about it. They're hidden dishonor with this Page of Pentacles about how they just wanted to take from you and take from you, that they didn't want you to have nothing. That they would do these dishonorable things and lie. King of Pentacles, yeah. They're upset because, collective, you're now being held in high honor. They're upset because they can't control that, because they want people to feel some kind of way about you. And there are some people that are still holding you in high honor, but this is a part of their karma, because they have been doing defamation of character, utter lies and distortion, basically swapping and flipping around the story. And that's what was dishonorable by these people. To win at all costs. They could have just said you all were doing shit just for attention. Somebody could have... Yeah, this is why they're mad. Okay, so what's happening to them then? This is why they're mad, which is why they pushed the button. So Queen of Cups, feminine, you could be balancing out your emotions. You could be a very kind and sensitive person. And since you're balancing this out, people could be really starting to see, like, no, this person has been betrayed. This person and their children have gone through it. And they have had to balance out all the shit people been doing to them. People could be starting to see that you all collectively were dealing with a narcissist. I'm sorry people don't want to hear that. It is what it is. They could be upset that they can't interfere and have you stuck in your head. They could be in some kind of spiritual jail because they kept tying you up. They kept tying your children up. They kept interfering. They kept doing bindings and dominations and they kept at it. And was celebrating at, you know, getting you stuck, fucking with your head, interfering with your shit. They're upset because they go on to jail, nigga. Some of these people are going to straight jail, purgatory, spiritual, energetic jail, stuck mental prison, and in some cases, literal. Child. But somebody can go to jail for murder, for attempted murder, for fucking insurance fraud, for fucking scamming old bids and sick people for insurance policies and shit, waiting for niggas and bitches to die before they get... doing shit to them to make it come faster and shit. Also, you know, for trying to attempt to murder you. Trying to unalive y'all, some of y'all. And continuing to get people to walk away. People that was hired to do harm to you all are starting, some of them, not all of them, are starting to walk away and realizing, like, this is some sickness. You need help if your life can only be okay by doing crazy shit. I'm gonna say it again. You need help if your life can only be okay if you are stalking, stealing, causing harm. If that's the only way, you're a sad, unfortunate being. If that's the only way, is by somebody else's pain and suffering that don't deserve it, or just by taking from others, if that's the only way, you're a sad being. You are. You're certainly not boss nothing, okay? You're certainly, sorry, because boss motherfuckers do not have to, okay? Not no legit ones. You don't have to cause torture in order for you to feel fulfilled, in order for you to feel valid, in order for you to feel relevant, in order for you to feel like you've arrived or you won something or you're successful. You don't have to exact, if collective were to exact vengeance on everybody that got on their nerves, that said something mean about them, that they didn't like, there wouldn't be, half the population would be done. Yeah, 8 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Some of these people are going to be going to jail for literally holding an inheritance. Because here's what I've been saying about that, okay? Bitches and niggas, I'm sorry you don't agree, okay? This is including the notary public, the lawyers, the judges, all involved. Nobody asked you your view, okay? If that person that passed on indicated collective and collective's children to have blah, 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 your job was to execute that. These people try to say you were mentally ill, say you were in a hospital, say you were incapable, but all these other folks are in trouble because they didn't do, either they went along with it for pay, or they did not do their proper due diligence to make sure, okay, that you were notified and that you got what was yours. Yeah, they're burdened by this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Swords, somebody is in purgatory or spiritual jail for this sneaky thieving behavior, for interfering, for trying to trap you. Because this is, again, people also trying to trap people in places to do things to them, to burden them down and to steal from them when they have very little. Page of Pentacles here. Taking advantage of people's circumstances. And in some cases, it ain't even much. They didn't even want to give you, that's what's sad. Like with the Page of Pentacles, that could have just been, that ain't much. That could have been $100, $1,000. It could have been a small something. That could have given you like a little new beginning, you and your kids, to do something with. It could have been a little house, you know, $1,000, $10,000. And in some cases, it's a message where these people were hijacking messages. Yeah, causing blockages. Seven of Wands. So now they don't have a defense. They're being attacked. They're being blocked. Because what they did in the past to you and your children. And they mad about it. It's coming in swift too. The Knight of Swords, these people got anger problems. What they did to y'all out of anger. So they started spying on y'all out of anger and stealing. I have a King of Pentacles here, or a King of Pentacles could be angry because they're discovering, this could be an investigation, discovering like these people were stalking. They were stalking, they were stealing, they were interfering, they were trying to actually trap you up to take something from you. Yeah, to have you stuck going through a maze trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Doing shit over and over again. The Wheel of Fortune. To try to control your destiny and to take from you. And now here's Justice. This was unjust and they're getting karma for it. They're under investigation. They are being watched. It could be Aries. Got every sign here essentially. Taurus. Yeah, to cause missed opportunities and to use their religion, using religion, following you around, getting other people to follow you around. To block opportunities. So now they're being rejected and they're getting karma for stealing opportunities, for being judgmental when they did not have position to be judgmental, for hiding behind traditions and religion in order to take something from somebody, in order to steer the wheel in their favor, because that's what they did. You know, we're Christian. Yeah, you're Christian, all right. You're a Christian killer. You're Christian. You're a killer. Page of Cups in the reverse, the Moon, Seven of Pentacles, and Four of Cups. Yeah. They worried now. Why is justice here? What's happening to these people? Justice and the Wheel of Fortune is out. Yeah. I have 10, 11, 10. All these burdens and baggages that they caused y'all in secret. All these illusions. All this moon magic. They're under judgment hard. They're under judgment. They be trying to hide it. I got the moon, judgment, Wheel of Fortune, justice, and the King of Swords, child. I don't know if they hid something about a King of Swords. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. Six of Swords. People are selling away from them. But they're under judgment for what they did in secret. Attempted murder. What they did to make somebody die sooner. What they were attempting to do to you all, collective, while you sailed away. Well, yep. People are, yeah. Page of Cups in the reverse. Ten of Swords, Gemini, the Lovers, and Hangman. Yeah, these people definitely, somebody's gonna go to jail. These people are trying to sacrifice you and your children, trying to get you all caught up so that they can take shit from you and your children. They were trying everything under the sun here and hiding it. People could be seeing things from another perspective now, but these people are definitely, some of these people are definitely facing jail time with Hierophant here, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Moon, 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 6 of Swords, Hangman. Somebody's definitely gonna go to jail. There's somebody for sure. Okay? Definitely gonna go to jail. They're definitely gonna be in spiritual jail for the rest of their life. They're gonna feel stuck in their head. They're gonna feel like they're stuck or stagnant, like they can't think, like something is always interfering, and that's because of what they've invested with you all, even if it's not a literal jail. Okay? All right, so now, final messages. Child, this is people. The collective's crime was walking away, having boundaries, and telling the truth about the things people had did to them and their children. So, supporting energy, the collective, positive, encouraging messages without reveal of their plans, what's going on with them, but their supportive energy, what they're embodying, what is surrounding them. The higher vibe, tribe, collective. Positive energies. Cryon. Okay. So all this pain, this is about to be over. You see the tears that people have kept causing you over and over and over again, and then stealing your healing energy by what, you know, by causing suffrage for you. Healing powers, growth, personal development. Okay, the trauma here that people, yes, superpowers, divinity, cleansing, the harshness that people have caused, your healing here. Now, in the flip, what you kind of need to know is these are the people aren't going to be able to heal out of some shit because they've caused you and your children way too much. Way too much. And they're still at it. Okay, so you have Cryon healing here, and then you have opportunity is coming for you. So the opportunities that people have been stealing, blocking, okay, you have something here, assets, opportunity, synergy, possibilities, insight, communication. Okay, wow. Sextile, Cryon healing. Third house. People's perception, like people haven't been able to see you properly. So there's healing, you know, your reputation, you know, all the things that were wrongfully projected onto you due to people's lack of proper perception. Yeah, Mercury energy here, communication. Information. People that withheld information from you. Communication because they didn't want you to have something or to be aware of something. Don't worry. Okay, then we have allowing. Yeah, don't worry. Potential, hope, cycles, growth. House at the bottom. Subconscious mind. Dreams, karma, forgiveness, baggage, healing, spiritual development, Akashic records. Yeah. The idealist, Librian energy, balance, socially aware, artistic, people pleasing. There could have been a people pleaser that might want to talk to you that wasn't aware of something or that you're not in communication with. That can be going through some kind of ascension of their own. About Aries energy, Mars. Impulses, courage. Look at the boxing gloves. You're strong. This competitive people. Workout, anger, leadership, willpower. Third house. Yeah, third house perception. People did not perceive some shit right. And Virgo is in the reverse. The alchemist is in the reverse. Yeah, they didn't perceive. People were projecting onto you like you were some distorted energy here, when all along it was what was in front of everybody else's face the entire time. Stopping your alchemy, stopping your manifestations here. But there's transformation for all of that. All this black magic, all of these forceful actions people have been taking to cause blockages. Yeah, Saturn is going in the reverse. That is being cleared. That Saturn template or whatever that is, people are getting their Saturn in return, but you're clearing out that Saturn template. People trying to keep you, yeah. Pluto, transformation. Trying to stop your transformation. Resources, trying to block resources. It says renewal, inner resources, basic instinct, personal power, motivation, evolution, rebirth. People that was obsessed with stopping that, or because you have, you know, people that was obsessed with stopping. There is that family, the Voyager here. Aries, yep. People that was trying to take your shit. The Lover in the reverse, Leo. Taurus. Taurus is going into the reverse. People that was trying to attack your beauty because you're a bombshell. So everything these people trying to siphon your beauty, block, you know, stop your beauty, copy your beauty. It says worldview, mission. Yeah. You don't have to worry. All this shit is being cleared up. Opposition, it went into the reverse. There is a revolution here for you. Breakthrough. Confronts. This is being confronted. This is done. Mirrors. This could have something to do with mirror magic. So that people would see them as you and you as them. Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Libra. And with Mercury here, it could be possibly Gemini. Fourth house, your roots. You don't have to worry. Your home life, all of this, the comfort, self-care, rejuvenation. This shit, Capricorn. Boss, nigga. Cat. They finna get schooled, bitch. Stealing your shit, and if another cap is stealing your shit, oh. Evolved cap versus unevolved cap. There's no match. Evolved cap still got them same relentless ass traits. From a higher vibrational standpoint and view. Complexity. Irritates. Like, yeah, these people are just trying to irritate you. Irritate, complicate, contradict, clash. All of this shit people been doing. Challenge. Yeah, this don't worry. This is getting, there's healing, and this is getting cleared away. I have Aquarius, the innovator here. This is getting cleared away. First house, people attacking your physicality and your health and well-being. There's healing here. People, you know, wanted you to be ugly, wanted, you know, weak minds reduce themselves to doing lots of shit because they don't know how to help themselves properly. Okay. They can't feel valid unless they take from somebody that they're threatened by. Innovator. People was innovating off of your shit. Don't worry. Electric. Humanitarian. Eccentric. Futuristic. Edgy. Okay. Neptune, disillusion. People that was afraid to face their fears, that wanted you to stay in an illusion. You're breaking out of that. Other people are breaking out of it. Voyager. Some of you are about to travel. About to move on. All right, that's it. Okay, y'all. Share these people. Honey child. Trickster. Manipulating others through duplicity and addiction and secrets. The more they persist at fucking with the collective, the more they persist on trying to keep the lie alive, the more they persist with stalking and trying to be a problem for you all, the more this is going to be bad for all of them. Okay? Can't help folks that don't want to be helped. These are people that are chaos agents. They're addicted to toxicity. And you can't do nothing with somebody that's addicted to toxicity.